say, do I own a watch? Do I know what time it is right now? Yeah. It's after 2 a.m. and that's asking.
Keep up with Power 108.9 on social media.
How can I find you?
Instagram.
At Power 108.9.
And Facebook.
At Power 108.9.
It's the exact same thing. It's at Power 108.9.
Oh, okay.
Power 108.9, a station for the people.
If you're a content creator, social media socialite, influencer, or simply love to record current events, you need the Joystick. The Joystick is an essential tool for every type of digital content creator. It holds 2 or more mobile phones or tablets, allowing users to stream and record hands-free on multiple apps simultaneously. And it's lightweight and portable. For more information or to purchase your Joystick today, visit our website at www.joystick.com.
It's Michael.
Hey, yo, get your ass up early in the morning to your number one favorite station, Power 108.9.
Tired of all that baloney they force feed you on social media?
Yes.
Then get connected to Power 108.9, a station for the people.
Question: what's the only station where you can get R&B, hip hop, pop, and talk radio? Time's up.
Power 108.9, a station for the people. The opinions and views expressed by this program are those of the program host, and guest, and do not necessarily reflect the views of Power 108.9 and its officials. We hope you enjoy.
Power 108.9 is the website. Hey, we got an awesome show for you today. Power. Wait up, shout it. 108.9 is the website. There's the website. It's got some super duper cool people.
Mornings with Michael and friends. So much power.
Mornings with Michael and friends, right here on Power 108.9. Got an awesome show for you today. Got some cool people hanging out with us today. As a matter of fact, today is June the 30th. Hey, if you part of our United States military, hey, check your direct deposit. They may have dropped that in there today. Hey, we got a lot of stuff to talk about today, and today's show is being brought to you by the Power of the Share. Yeah, thank y'all for sharing the show this morning, and I cannot wait for y'all to see who we got in studio today. But first, outside of your birthdays and shout outs and national days and on this days, we got a whole bunch of stuff to talk about today. For instance, Robert Kelly. Yeah, Robert Kelly finally got his sentence. We'll tell you what that is. Also, too, Bette Midler. She came out and gave her opinion on Roe versus Wade. And fellas, why she putting us in the damn thing? We ain't got nothing to do with that, Beth. Talk to the Supreme Court justices, please. Also, too, man, Ted Cruz is in the news. Ted Cruz, why is you mad at Sesame Street? For real? All the people to be mad at Sesame Street, we'll tell you about that. Also, too, for those that drive electric cars, hey, by 2035, y'all might not be the only ones, because everybody gonna be buying electric cars here soon. Hey, today's show is brought to you by the Power of the Share. And as a matter of fact, you can check us out 24/7, power1089.com. And I gotta say shout out to our folks up in Philly, Jersey, and Chicago. Don't go nowhere. We'll be right back. Mornings, Michael, friends, Power 108.9. Let's go.
Honest question. Do you really know what's going on in the Metro Atlanta real estate market?
I own half of Atlanta. You believe that? Real estate.
Team Todd Realty Group. Atlanta has become a hotbed for real estate, and it's consistently growing by the day. Nikita Todd and the good folks with Team Todd Realty Group are here to assist you with any of your real estate needs. Looking to buy a house?
What I would tell a first-time home buyer is to make sure that you have saved adequately.
Thinking about that investment property?
You reach out to me because, of course, I have a lot of resources.
Or trying to sell your house?
It's always best to consult with your realtor first. We have options to get your house on the market as quickly as possible, and we also have other options to where you can purchase with cash and sell your home later. So it's always best to consult a realtor because we have a lot of tricks of the trade that not everybody's privy to.
Don't wait another minute. Go to www.teamtoddrealty.com for more information. Team Todd Realty Group.
It's estimated that around 100,000 enslaved people escaped the North via the Underground Railroad from 1810 to 1850.
Wow.
Wow, 100,000.
Harriet Tubman was working.
What?
That's why she looked like that in all them pictures.
My good. In 2012 at the London Olympics, Gabby Douglas became the first black gymnast.
She was tired.
Power 108.9, a station for the people.
Yo, what's going on, y'all? This is Malik McFadden, and did you know that you can listen to Power 108.9 24/7? Just visit the website power1089.com or simply say, Alexa, play Power 108.9. Yeah.
Yo, welcome back, Mornings with Michael and Friends, Power 108.9. Hey, guess what? I cleaned up the studio extra special today because I got some special guests in the building today. Ladies, y'all want to introduce yourselves?
What's up, everybody? I'm Medina Monroe, half of Cocktails Dirty Discussions.
And I am Kiki.
Okay, hold on. My bad, Kiki. I had your mic down too low. Where the hell did I put you at? I know. Is it all? Do they always do that to you? Okay, hold on, Kiki. Let's do this again. All right, let's try this one more time. All right, hold on. Let me pull that out. Let me pull this one out and then put this one in. All right, try that one right there.
Okay, what's up, you guys? I am.
There we go.
Said so. The other half of Cocktails Dirty Discussions.
Ladies, congratulations.
Thank you.
Y'all know I say congratulations because Joy and I had the pleasure of having y'all on the show like back in the day when y'all first crunked this thing up.
Mm-hmm.
What happened? Where did this come from?
People been listening, downloading, watching, and supporting the show.
We've been traveling, doing live shows, visiting people in different cities, doing different events, coming out with products. We've just been really, really busy and just always working to grow the show.
And speaking of shows, you got a couple of shows coming up. One is in New York on July 20th.
Correct. Yes.
And then you got one up in Philly. And shout out to our folks up there in Philly. Jams 95.3 in Philly, where people can hear us right now. So our folks up in Philly, if you're listening right now, guess what? Y'all can see them on July the 28th.
Yes.
Where are tickets? Where can they get tickets?
If you just go to any of the venues' websites, that's where the tickets are being sold. So it's Caroline's on Broadway in New York, and then Helium Comedy Club in
Look at y'all.
Philly.
Look at y'all. So proud of y'all.
You can also follow us on Instagram. The Cocktails page is at Cocktails Podcast, and all of those links to buy the tickets are in the bio.
Okay.
So y'all check those out. The show is very interactive. It's a great date night. It's not just for women. We encourage men to come, grown men, the young men. Y'all come, make it a date night. Put it in the group chat. It is a great way to start your weekend off or your week.
I gotta say good morning to my man Mercier Bob. What up, Mercier? Good morning to you. Gotta say hey to Teresa. Teresa is hanging out watching us, and I'm telling you, I'm gonna take a quick break because this goddamn sound is killing me. I tried to move your mic. I was normally people sit right there. But then I moved you over here because the aesthetics, I was just doing too much. So with that being said, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to jump into their card game too. They got a card game. Ladies and gentlemen, they got a card game as a matter of fact. We'll talk about that. Don't go nowhere. Mornings, Michael, Friends, Power 108.9. Let's go. Yo, it's Michael McFadden of Power 108.9, and I want to ask you a question. Are you looking for a new house? If so, you need to holler at our guy, the mortgage guy, Alvin Jameson. AlvinJameson.com. Yeah, Alvin like the chipmunk, and Jameson like that fine whiskey. Not only can he help you on the purchase of that new home, he can also assist you on that refinance as well. So whether it's FHA, conventional, and of course that VA home loan that you sitting on right now, yo, call Alvin Jameson. 404-587-9033. Once again, 404-587-9033. Trust the guy we trust here at Power 108.9. Alvin Jameson. AlvinJameson.com, or just call him 404-587-9033. And of course, tell him you heard it right here on Power 108.9. Let's go.
This is Sayon, and you're listening to Power 108.9.
Yo, welcome back, Mornings with Michael and Friends, Power 108.9. I think I got it fixed. All right, let's do this again. Hey, ladies.
Hey.
Oh, there they go. Yes, sounds much better. Kiki and Medina in the building right now. They got a couple of shows coming up, Philly and New York. We'll talk about that a little bit later, but you just got back off an amazing getaway. You want to tell folks a little bit about that?
I did. I want to give a huge shout out to Paradise and Vibe Wellness Retreat. We just did Morocco, and Morocco was life-changing. If you've never been to Morocco, I encourage you to go. The culture is, you just get your life given to you. The cuisine is amazing. So ladies, I've been encouraging you guys, if you are trying to get flued out and you don't know where to go, tell them you want to go to Morocco. It's different. Ain't nobody going to Morocco, baby.
Is it flued out? Fluid is a word?
Flued. It's in the Urban Dictionary, I believe.
So there are no trips to Gatlinburg Baby, pack your bag. We're going to pack your bag. We're going to Gatlinburg. No?
I don't even know where that is.
Tennessee.
Okay, yeah, no. No.
Fellas, y'all been step y'all game up. What you been up to? How do you relax? What do you do to get away?
Well, outside of the show, I really enjoy being in the kitchen. I wrote a cookbook in 2020, and I'm working on a second one. It's still available digitally, so that is online at classybase.com. But that's what I do. I like to cook. I like to invite people over and make drinks, make a bunch of food, way too much food. But I just love doing it. It's really relaxing to me.
Now, is there a go-to meal? Let's just say, hey, you met a guy, right? Y'all hit it off. Now you want to cook the dinner. Are you going to the the spaghetti with the French
Absolutely
bread?
Not.
Oh, okay.
Ain't nothing wrong with a little spaghetti. I made it for my nephew last night.
Okay, your nephew. He was a child. No, I do like spaghetti. I do like chicken Alfredo. I do like shrimp Alfredo. Those are not my go-tos. I think that no, I don't think that you should ever do that first, unless you really can't cook.
Well, that's what I got wifey with that. I did the twice baked spaghetti. My mama taught me how to do the twice baked jump.
And that makes it different? That makes it a little different?
Yeah, it puts a little spin on it.
Okay.
Has she been cooking ever since you made that?
Yeah,
meal?
probably so. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, hell,
she was like, I like that he tried.
Wife and I go back now. We go back. We've been married for 25 years. We've been together, I guess, like 28 years or so. I remember the goddamn catfish nugget days back in the day at Cub Food. So, yeah, we struggled together. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, no catfish nuggets, Kiki?
No. I will fry some catfish, but it's not going to be the nuggets. I absolutely hate the nuggets.
So, the go-to meal, is it an Alfredo?
No, it said it's not.
No, she's going to do something different. She's going to do something Moroccan.
You know what? Honestly, I want something. I'm going to try and figure out where you from, because I like men that's not from America.
I know.
So I'm gonna figure out where you're from, do a little research, and make something from your culture.
Oh,
that's my go-to. Now, if you are from here, I'm still gonna do the same thing, but it just depends.
That's impressive.
No, that really is.
Yeah,
really is. Well, congrats. Well, shout out to both of y'all. Got it going on as I see now. The relationship status. Folks want to know.
It's the same as the last time we saw you, 84
years ago. For real?
I know.
Damn. Okay.
We are still single, but you know what? This time we are happily single.
Okay.
I am enjoying. This is a hot girl summer. I keep telling everybody that I'm meeting and dating, it's a hot girl summer. It is not for love. It is for having fun. So I am happily single right now.
Now Lori Harvey has been in the news lately with her dating situation. Just she's enjoying her life.
I love
what do you
it.
think about that?
Nothing is wrong with that. If cameras were in my face every day,
they would think we were whores.
Yeah, because it's like they talk so bad about Lori Harvey. The girl is in her mid-20s, early 20s. Why should she have to be attached to someone? She doesn't have to. She's living her life, probably still trying to figure out what she really wants, who she really is. That's like a pivotal time in your life when you're still growing up and maturing.
Yeah.
There's no reason for her to be stuck to Michael B. Jordan or anybody else. He looked boring anyway.
Who Michael B. does? He be looking cool as hell in the damn Coach
I'm
ads
attracted
though.
to Michael B. Jordan. I think that nigga fine. But also, Lori Harvey is beautiful. Again, she's beautiful. She has a lot of options, and I always think it's weird when people look at people with options and you expect them not to dip and dabble. Come on, go somewhere with all
she
that.
needs to explore said options. Like what?
Nick Cannon was recently in the news too. I think he has baby 8 and 9 coming up, but he admitted, like, for him it was just hard for him to be monogamous. And he came to a realization with himself and said, you know what, I'm not that guy, and that's why he does what he does.
He realized that on Baby 11.
I think so. Yeah.
Well,
it's 11. He's on 11 now.
No, I'm just throwing.
Oh, okay,
I think it is 11, but one of them passed away because he's had a couple of twins up in there. He had those twins with Mariah, then he had twins with somebody else. I think that as far as the monogamy goes, the relationship part and having all of these different women isn't really the issue. It's all these children, because no matter how much money you have, you cannot make more time in a day.
True.
So it's like, how does that work with you spending time with all of the kids? It seems like someone would get shorted. So that's the part that kind of sucks, because the women in the situation seem fine. They were like, we do what works for us.
Yeah.
And I know that's right.
I mean,
Because why do you have to have
a
conventional relationship?
You don't.
Not anymore. I think back in the day, like that's what we were expected to do. But now this generation, like they're more open and being honest in conversations and saying, "Hey, it's not just you. I'm not hiding who I am." And I applaud Nick Cannon for being able to step up and say those words. It's
I
hard
just
for
hope
me.
that he truly was able to say those words to the women he deals with too. Because sometimes it's annoying when all of a sudden you have this moment in life where you're like, and now I see it, but did they see it? Like, you know what I mean? Like, just
I mean, they had to. If he was constantly having babies, he ain't been having babies that long.
Well,
That's every year.
He pillow talking, telling them, "Oh, it's just you."
I doubt
just
it.
you.
That would be
I hope
hard to
not.
believe.
Yeah.
That's hard to believe that he's telling them that. I don't think he is. I think they're just like, this man is rich. I wanted a baby anyway. We be having a good time.
And he used to be married to Mariah Carey. That's like
one step closer to the
I
queen.
get tickets to the concert if she has one.
And Mariah Carey is like, I don't know those girls.
Right.
I remember she did an interview and somebody was like, how are you with the kid's stepmother? She was like, that's not a stepmother. I don't know them.
Ooh. Mariah throwing shade. Lord, and speaking of Mariah, I saw her. She came out during the BET Awards, right? Did y'all get a chance to see the BET Awards yet?
I saw clips, but
I did
I
too.
saw the clips on Instagram, but I did see her at the awards.
But the one thing about Mariah, I remember seeing Mariah in concert a long time ago. She ain't gonna dance. There's one thing you're not gonna get from her.
Little steps with some assistance from some men on the stage, and that's it. She's gonna hold that ear.
She gonna hold that ear.
Does it sound good? Again? Okay.
She did the
She did Big Energy with Lotto.
Yeah, with Lotto.
She came out during her performance, and Lotto was starstruck on the stage. That would be me. And Mariah was like, "Do your part." She had to do her like, "Come on." So she's like, "Oh, Big Energy," but she was just so
Did
like.
she not know Mariah was coming out?
She did, but it's probably like that was a big moment for her. She won New Artist of the Year. She's doing this performance with this iconic person.
Yeah.
And people are always talking down on her
Yeah.
and about what she will be able to achieve and accomplish. So it's like just to be there with her on stage, it was probably just like, I can't believe I'm here.
Well, it's like I was this morning. Like y'all had me goddamn. The show started late.
nervous.
The show started late. I had the mics all jacked up. And I was just all over the place, but it's all good. Hey, today is June the 30th. I bet y'all didn't know that today is National Bomb Pop Day. Y'all remember the Bomb Pops on the ice cream truck, the red, white, and blue Jones?
Oh, okay.
You remember those?
I do.
Oh, I don't. Where you from?
I'm from Texas.
Y'all had ice cream trucks in Texas?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did. I remember. I just never called it that.
What you call it?
I just pointed at it. Like that wasn't the most poppin' ice cream pop at the ice cream station. You know what I mean?
What were you getting?
I just like the crunchy thing. It had like vanilla in the middle, and then it had those crunchy things on the outside.
Oh, like the
Crunch bar.
A crunch bar. It was a crunch bar.
Okay, or like I think I know what you're talking about.
Or the things where the eyeballs were gum.
Oh yeah, I remember that one. I remember that one.
Very
different
rarely was I
cartoons.
choosing that red, white, and blue popsicle.
So
But
are
shout
you-
out to the maker.
Are you the one at the restaurant just pointing at what you want? Hey, can I get this? That's what
Every
you do?
now and again, if I can't pronounce it because I don't want to mess it up. I do not want to mess it up.
It's American Deli, but you can't pronounce it.
Charcuterie board.
Now that's one I can't do. Hey, today is also National Handshake Day. I guess people are back handshaking. I don't know. And today is National Social Media Day. Easy for me to say. Social Media Day is observed annually on June the 30th. In its short life, social media has redefined how people interact, communicate, and share with their families. Now, with the launch of Friendster back in 2002, y'all remember that one?
No.
Where were y'all in 2002?
We were in junior high school.
Okay. And then MySpace in 2003.
I do remember
MySpace. Social media became a mainstream back then. Then in 2004, brought the founding of social media king Facebook and Twitter. And this was back in 2004. So, y'all remember when y'all first jumped on social media?
I do. I do. I remember when Facebook at first was only for college students,
Mhm.
and then they opened it for high school students. I definitely was on MySpace. My top 8 was always popping, and my music in the background, and my glamour shots photos in the background. My MySpace was popping. I've always been popping. Shout out to social media. I really love it.
What about you, Kiki?
Yeah, MySpace was my very first one. I do remember the top 8. It was changing, and it's like, F her, F him. I don't want you on my page anymore. But I was like, oh, I low-key know how to build a website and I didn't even realize it because all of the coding. That
Right,
you had
all
to
the
do,
coding,
you
yeah.
had that glitter coming down the wall
Yes.
and picking your song. It was so hard. It's almost like picking out what you want to eat tonight. So
I always
was
had a
struggling.
Tyrese song, and now that I think about it, I'm like, I was a child.
What's that, Sweet Lady?
Sweet
Sweet Lady, I know
You
that was
Wanna
one.
Follow Me. Ricky.
I probably had Pretty Ricky on mine at some point because that was a time. And then Facebook, you actually invited me to Facebook because when it was only high school students, somebody from your school had to invite you.
True.
Oh wow, okay.
So she invited me, and then Instagram I signed up for Instagram into 2011, I want to say, is when it started.
Okay.
I signed up in the beginning. Instagram was so different. Nobody was on there.
Nobody
you didn't know what
was
to
on
post.
there.
It was so different. And I love Instagram. I've tried
Instagram.
all of the different ones.
I remember the only reason why I even got on Instagram was because I was online and they made us all delete our social medias, but nobody had really knew about Instagram like that. And I was like, I'm just gonna get on Instagram. And my Instagram name was Baked Bean Dean instead of Coffee Bean Dean.
Baked Bean Dean.
Baked Bean Dean. I was like,
Now, how did y'all meet?
we met in high school. Kiki and I go way back freshman year. We were cheerleaders together, and we've known each other ever since.
Now that in Texas?
We went to Texas. We went to Bowie High School.
Okay,
Yes.
nice. And then how did the concept with the podcast? How did that come up? Whose idea was that?
It was mine. So I felt it was a lot of different things. It was like I felt like doors were constantly being closed in my face, and people didn't believe in the talent that I had or the ideas that I was coming up with. And I had just started listening to podcasts maybe like a year prior.
Okay.
And I loved them. And I was like, you know what? I don't even want to do traditional radio because that's what my
Right.
background is in. I want to be able to talk more.
Right.
I don't like those little short
Yep.
bites. I don't want to censor myself. None of that. So I think I'll start a podcast. And then I was trying to figure out, well, what could I talk about that I don't get tired of talking about? Sex. And then it was like I would find myself talking to friends or just other people I knew about experiences I was going through, and it felt like so much judgment. And I was like, surely there are other people who feel like I feel, who are a little bit more open-minded, less conservative, who aren't going to be so judgmental, or if they are, I can figure out a way to make money off of it.
Right.
And so I found some different people to work with, and I came up with the name Cocktails, and I was like, we're just going to talk about our own sex lives. I think that's something different from the other sex podcasts that have been out. They were just more so educating people about different things instead of sharing their experiences. And I think that when you do share your real experiences, it helps people be able to relate more or not feel so alone, or just it's comforting at times. Like when people write in letters, they're like, oh, they relate to us.
Right.
They appreciate
It hits
that.
differently when I tell everyone all the time, if you're gonna have a dating podcast or a sex podcast and you're not going the educational route with it, like teaching people something, you have to share your personal experiences, or else people are looking at you. I know personally, I'm looking at people like, okay, did you do that? Have
Right.
you tried that? Everything we talk about on our show, we've tried it, almost tried it, had some sort of personal experience with it. And it just makes it more entertaining and, like Kiki
Or
said,
we have
relatable.
somebody on who has done it,
Yeah.
and we can talk
Yeah.
to them about it, because it's like, who wants to hear somebody talk about all of these different types of relationships or fetishes and kinks? And it's like, you don't even know anything about it. You read about it on the internet just like anybody else could. What else
And
do you
ain't
have?
never tried it. One thing that we incorporate in our live show also is we talk about fantasies and making certain fantasies come true. And me and Kiki actually bring some of those fantasies to life on stage.
Oh,
because
nice.
We trying to let y'all know we out here with you too. Like, what's up? Let us show you. We talk the talk and we walk the walk.
That's
So what's
awesome.
up?
That's awesome. And what's your background, Medina?
My background is entertainment and media. I don't know if you know this or not, but since the last time I've been on the show, I went on a reality show called Temptation Island. It was on USA.
Oh, you were on
Network.
Temptation Island?
I was on the thoughty, trashy reality
Note
show.
to self, something to watch today.
You and your wife should watch season 2. It is very entertaining. It's a great watch if you like reality television. But I do voiceover, commercial voiceover. I've always been in media. That's me.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And I'm super proud of y'all. I feel like a big brother over here just watching y'all evolve in your craft and continue. And we talk about evolving, right? We talk about how social media has evolved over the years and the things that are different. Talk about how the show has evolved from being a podcast to now you guys are doing live shows. I think you recently had one down at City Winery in
We
ATL.
did in May, and then we did Charlotte
in June.
In June, yeah. What month are we in? Are we in July already?
It's June 30th,
June,
so
okay,
we're
yeah,
on the edge.
We also did Charlotte. Live shows are amazing. It's the cities that are some of our top cities and people that want to see us. We would love to come to a city near you if you don't see it in our bio. live shows happen because we have the listeners, I would
Yeah,
say.
we did and these aren't our first live shows. We did our first live shows back in 2019. And
we sold out Atlanta twice. Well, now 3 times.
Yeah. So we did a couple of shows in Atlanta because the very first live show, we sold that out in 2 weeks.
Oh, nice.
So we had to add another day, which we really don't plan to do that. So when you see a city, get your tickets because it's like you're going to have to catch us the next time we in town. 'Cause that is a lot. But being live in front of an audience that's looking at you, waiting on you to make them laugh, is a lot different than sitting in a room like this,
Right.
where we know people are gonna listen, but it's not live.
Right.
It's
We can
pre-recorded.
Yep, you can edit. Yeah.
If we don't like it, we could throw it away. And you get do-overs, and you don't have to worry about that pressure in that moment. So the live show is totally different. And we play a lot more with the people. Like, we have segments where people are able to write in letters. Like, they can write in a cocktail experience, which is like a sex or dating experience that you had, or they can write us for advice. But at the live shows, you get to come on stage with us and share those. You get to stand up and ask your question, get answered in real time. And then we also play games
to the show who been cheating on you or doing whatever, and you can ask the advice right there in front of him. Remember the dude at the Charlotte show? He was like, I want my girl to be nastier, and she just ain't doing it. His girl was right next to him. We were like, sis, do you want to get cheated on?
Now, do your parents listen to the podcast?
No. Immediately no. My mom has been on the show. Kiki's mom has been on the show. I think also your dad.
Yeah.
Y'all tone it down?
No, we don't tone it down. Well, for my mom, we toned it down. We made the episode about dating back then in her time.
Okay.
Yeah, for
Damn.
my mom, we
brought
did
a bag
not.
of toys.
But then how old is your mama? You said
turn
back
it
in her time. Damn.
It is back in her time. My mom is like, she's in her 60s. Like, yeah, it was a minute ago. It was different. She definitely thinks it's crazy that we talk about what we talk about. But she also is like, hey, I get it. You guys, we're inspiring people through what we do. And I didn't think that would ever happen. But some of the letters that we get, it'll be like women that are in their 50s and they're like, you saved my sex life. Thank you.
Yeah.
Which is wild. And then, like, my mom came on the show, and some of it got to be, she was having a good time because we drink on the show too. So I am my mama's child. She was drinking. She was drinking rum. She was showing everybody, because this is like video.
Yeah.
She's showing everybody what she's drinking, and some of it I had to cut it out and put it on Patreon because when she brought out her bag of toys,
luggage,
I was not expecting that at all. And I was like, I don't think you want this on the internet, because my mother, she still works. It's not like she's retired.
Yeah.
She works in a corporate environment. I was like, I don't think she's gonna want this for her coworkers. Maybe the conversation part, but the big bag of dicks, no.
But I love it because that also goes to show you no one is ever too old for sex. People are out here having sex, and I hope it's good, because a lot of people are having bad sex. And if you are, you need to listen to our show, Cocktails, Dirty Discussions, and get your life together.
And how can they do that?
It's on every podcasting streaming service. Go ahead and look it up.
And it's also on YouTube. And just make sure when you are looking it up, our show is spelled COCKTALES, Dirty Discussion. So it's a little play on words with that.
Hey, speaking of penises, the 76-year-old actress that goes by the name of Bette Midler, she took aim to the Supreme Court justices whose decisions allow individual states to decide on whether or not a woman can terminate her pregnancy. She said, if pregnancy is God's will, then your limp dick should also be God's will. Yeah, she's mad about the decision and says that Viagra should be banned of medications that men take. Well, good thing she didn't say Cialis, so she just said Viagra.
She meant both.
That is so wild. I agree with her.
I agree with her too. It's just so upsetting to see these old people who probably aren't even having sex no more dictating what goes on with our lives and our bodies, and they're saying it's God's will. And I get it, but you also have to remember that we live in a country where even if that were to be true, everybody doesn't have the same beliefs that you do. So why do you, if God and state is supposed to be separate, why do you keep bringing him in it?
Right.
And there's lots of other instances where people, it's like life or death. And then the fact that they want to put bans on contraception as well, that's really frustrating and scary, because people need it for different reasons, even if it was just to truly control birth. People have medical issues where they need it. I need it. And it's like, if that is going to be affected, that's crazy to me. These states that won't allow abortion at all anymore, that's crazy to me. People can get pregnant, and they know this before they get pregnant, which is why they try not to get pregnant. But if you end up having like an ectopic pregnancy where the egg is fertilized and it's stuck in your tubes, that's a problem. You could die. There's so many things that happen when you could die. Your daddy could have been molesting you, raping you, and you're pregnant. Do you really want to have a child by your daddy?
Right.
I think,
you know, it's just so crazy.
The white men at the top are very scared right now of losing their positions. This has nothing to do with God's will. Everybody wants to throw God in it just so you can get some likes and get some views and get people to be on your side. I think this has everything to do with population control. I feel like a lot of white women are having abortions. Like, the average abortion rate is like 7 to 10. Like, white women are killing these babies, and the white men are like, we need these white babies because what is going on right now? Black women are starting their own businesses. Black people are getting it together, and niggas is scared. I don't even know if we can say niggas on here.
You did. You're good now. You're good.
I had a dream about this. I was like, oh my gosh, like they're killing the white babies, and the white men are like, we can't have these white babies killed no more. No, y'all can't have abortions. And the minority's gonna keep having the babies and stay broke.
If I had a camera in my house right now, my wife will be clapping you up right now because she feels the same way.
That's exactly what it is. White people started doing this at a large rate, a fast rate. I personally know people that are like abortion. They're all white. It's not really a lot of black women.
But one of the justices is black that voted for that, and
Clarence Thomas,
he's horrible. But there's him, and then there's a lot of other people who have spoken out too. And I'm like, what is wrong with y'all? And why are y'all worried about it? Can you even get pregnant at your ripe old age?
I was scrolling through Twitter, and I saw somebody make a really good point, which it doesn't make. This is so not fair. Like, so you're gonna force people to be moms if they don't want to, but what are you gonna do to force men to be dads?
Right.
What are you gonna do to do that?
Right.
Child support don't count.
You can't even do that now.
Yeah,
can't even do that now.
Do it now. So now you have somebody who's bringing a baby into the world who didn't want it for whatever reason, and now this child's going to experience so much trauma. I mean, it's just this is ridiculous. Blessed be the fruit, because
it's like you want to make them have the babies, and even if they didn't keep the baby, right? What are you going to do with the baby?
What are you going to do with the baby?
The foster care system is horrible. It's all messed up. You don't want to help people with food. You don't want to help them with their living conditions. Nothing. Or even if they had the money, now it's affecting that. What kind of supplement are y'all going to offer for daycare? Because I don't have kids, thank God. But I heard it's high as hell.
Yes.
It's like another rent payment. What are you doing? Because everybody who wants to have an abortion is not because they're broke. You know, some people, that's just not what they want. And you could have been on birth control. You could have used a condom. It could have broke. You could have even had a plan B. But that stuff doesn't always work, and accidents happen, and people want to have sex.
I know.
If you don't want to have sex, you're probably not having it right. So you also need to stay out of it.
Let me see. Bette Midler, 76. Yeah, and she's probably not smashing no more.
You think?
I could be wrong.
Well, Bette Midler is fine though, because she's on our side. So what she got to say is fine. It's the naysayer.
Okay. I got you.
Naysayers.
Sounds good to me. Morning's Michael
Y'all better wrap it up out here. If you
Power 108.9.
Trying to have an abortion.
Wrap it up. Hey, we're going to talk about that card game y'all got coming up too. And also, too, what we're going to talk about is we got a fun game we love to play called This or That. We're going to find out who's going to be in the hot seat a little bit later on today. But if y'all didn't know, look at the time, ladies and gentlemen.
Girl, it's your birthday. In here tonight. Girl, it's your birthday. In here tonight. Give it to me, go.
Yo, if you're celebrating a birthday today, Kiki, are you eating candy in my class?
Yes, I am.
You need to spit that out? No.
I need a little sugar. My sugar was getting low. I was going to pass out of here.
Hey, if you're celebrating a birthday today, happy birthday to you. Birthdays are being brought to you by our very own Oliver Adams. Oliver Adams, Coach Oliver Adams, who always reminds us that true power comes from the inside of you. And once the power to live is ignited, change happens immediately. Hey, you grab a copy of his latest book. It's called Fix Your Credit, Transform Your Life. And you can check it out on his website, oliveradams.com. Got some celebrity birthdays for you today. Turning the nifty 56 years old today, Mike Tyson. Happy birthday to Iron Mike Tyson, who's 56 years old today. Also, one of the greatest swimmers in sports history. First person to come to mind.
Michael Phelps?
Yes, 37 years old today. Shout out to Michael Phelps. Also celebrating a birthday today, Fantasia Barrino is 38 years old today. I want to say season 3 American Idol around that then yeah, about there. But shout out to Fantasia, she's celebrating a birthday. Also, former Laker Trevor Ariza is 37 years old today. Mitch Richmond turns 57 years old today. Actor comedian David Allen Greer is 66 years old today from Living Color. Stanley Clark, for those that don't know, legendary bass player Stanley Clark turned 71 years old today. He actually is the guy, if you ever seen Boys in the Hood, he plays the theme for the Boys in the Hood soundtrack. That's Stanley Clark, if y'all didn't know that. And then last but not least, I got a WB birthday. WB birthdays are would have been birthdays. If they would have been with us today, they would have been celebrating a birthday today. One of the greatest of all time, actress Lena Horne. She passed away at the age of 92. She would have been 105 years old today. A lot of us remember Lena Horne from The Wiz. She played the Good Witch back in the day, but she was an amazing actress back in her day. So happy birthday to Lena Horne. So if you are celebrating a birthday today, happy birthday to you from us. Mornings with Michael and Friends, Power 108.9, and of course, Coach Oliver Adams. Hey, check out the website, oliveradams.com. Don't go nowhere. When we come back, we're going to talk about the card game. What's the name of the card game?
I'm curious to know.
Ooh, yes, we are. Hey, don't forget, you can listen to Power 108.9 24/7. All you got to do, visit the website, power1089.com, or just simply say, hey, Alexa, play Power 108.9. Don't go nowhere. We'll be right back. Yay, yay.
Keep up with Power 108.9 on social media.
Can I find you?
Instagram.
At Power 108.9.
And Facebook.
At Power 108.9.
It's the exact same thing. It's at Power 108.9. Power 108.9, a station for the people.
My powerful and pristine people, it's your boy E Money, your favorite engineer. Check it out. If you want to get involved with Power 108.9 as far as partnerships and advertising, if you want to reach our 50,000 plus listeners and viewers per week, please email power1089ads@gmail.com. That's power1089ads@gmail.com. Speak to our marketing director so we can get you set up and ready to go. Let us help you reach your targeted audience and expand your brand.
Question: what's the only station where you can get R&B, hip hop, pop, and talk radio? Time's up.
Power 108.9, a station for the people.
But shout out to our friends over there at Credit Building Professionals. What up, Credit Craig?
I tried to come with you.
That's what she said. Ooh.
Oh.
Hey.
Power 108.9, a station for the people.
Hey Atlanta, this is Sayon, and you're listening to Power 108.9.
Yo, welcome back. Mornings with Michael and Friends, Power 108.9. Today's show is being brought to you by the power of the share. And I got to say good morning to our folks up there in Philly. Jams 95.3. Hey, y'all, the ladies are coming up there July 28th. Y'all need to get y'all tickets. We'll tell you how. Also, I got to say shout out to our folks up there in New Jersey, Indy 101.5. And, of course, our folks up there at Fluent Radio up there in Chicago. I don't know, whenever somebody tell me they from Chicago, I go to Cabrini Green from Good Times. I think everybody from Cabrini Green.
I just think about hot dogs and pizza.
I just think about how cold it is.
Yeah, that goddamn, that wind be whipping up in Chicago, don't it?
Yes.
Yeah, it really does. Hey, in the news today, I bet y'all didn't know that it was on this day back in 1952. Your mama was probably a fan of this one. CBS debuted The Guiding Light. Remember the soap opera The Guiding Light?
No.
Yes.
Damn.
You do? Why you know that?
Why not?
Oh.
I watched soap operas when I was a kid.
Golden girl.
She spent time with her grandmama.
Yeah, I did.
Also, it was on this day back in 1953 that the first Corvette rolled off the Chevrolet assembly line up in Flint, Michigan. It sold for $32.50. And check this out. It was on this day back in 1986 that the United States Supreme Court ruled 5-4 that states could outlaw homosexual acts between consenting adults. This was back in 1986. Wow. Newsflash, Clarence Thomas said it may be time to revisit all that shit. Yeah. So this was 1986. Roe versus Wade was 50 years ago.
I hope he chokes.
As a matter of fact, speaking of the Supreme Court, it was
so serious.
Yeah, she was. She really was.
On one of them dentures.
It was announced that the Supreme Court justice that Ketanji Brown is going to replace, he's stepping away early. I think he's leaving Friday. He was supposed to leave after the last session, which is probably around the end of the year. But he was like, you know what? It's a wrap for me. I'm gone. So Ketanji could be getting sworn in the next couple of days. So she will be the first African American.
Last year. Now look.
Yeah, that's true. No, not last year.
One?
Yeah, he's conservative.
Yeah, it's time to quit.
No, he's on the Democrat. He one of us.
Okay, so he's more liberal.
Yeah, he's a liberal dude.
Oh,
so
okay.
Ketanji's going to be replacing him.
He's just old.
Yeah, because I'm about to say, if he would have tried last year, 45 would have still been in office, and he would have been able to replace, pick another one. Because 45 picked goddamn 3 Supreme Court justices.
He did, and everybody's talking about those little stimulus checks you were getting, so you wanted to vote for him again, not realizing what else he was doing.
Exactly.
But don't get me started.
Hey, let's get started on that card game, though. What's the name of the card game again, sis?
It is called I'm Curious to Know. You can purchase it at I'mCuriousToKnow.com. We always suggest taking it on a first date.
Or any day.
Or any day. If you're trying to spice it up, if you're having a party, or if you have some questions that you just want to ask a man. I love what Kiki does. She'll take some of the cards out of the deck and put them on top so she can get to the point real quick.
Yeah, I like to sort them out. So this is how you play. You don't have to worry about reading the instructions. It's my game. I split them up. I know what I want to ask him and what I also don't want to answer.
Yeah.
So I put that in my deck.
One of my favorite questions in the deck is, what is the most memorable gift that you have ever given someone?
The most
memorable gift.
Oh, memorable. Okay.
That you have ever given someone. And I feel like, the way that you gift things says a lot about a person. So I love to ask that question. What's the most memorable gift you've given, Mike?
Damn.
And people always think it has to go towards expensive. It doesn't. It's memorable.
Can I think about it? You just put me on the spot. I'm trying to think about it.
He's lived a long life.
You think about it, and you're married. I'm sure you've given a lot of gifts.
He's been married for decades now.
Hey, watch out now. This is 2.5.
You just told us.
But you didn't have to say decades like that.
No, it's a good thing.
No, it is. I enjoy the life, but the way you just said it though, it's like decades. Just like her, Medina talking about how old her mama is. She was like the Stone
back
Age.
In her day.
Yeah, like back in the. What was the most memorable? That word you gave.
Memorable.
Yes,
memorable gift. I know I said it's not about money. Mine was a car, but it also got repossessed. But it was a very memorable experience. So,
and I think that's for me. Like, it's the experiences for me when I think about gifts, just creating those experiences. And one of the first things that come to mind was an experience that our family had where we went down to Disney Orlando for the weekend. We did the Orlando stuff and then jumped on a Disney cruise for 5 days. Like, that's something that our kids will never forget, and that's very memorable for us. And I remember we were tired as hell though. We was like, we'll never do that part again.
Yeah, I love a good experience gift. That is great. But the card game is super dope because that's another thing where the questions lead to just deeper conversations or sex.
Either one. Yeah. What about you, Kiki?
Most memorable gift I've ever received is what I'll answer. Somebody took me to Napa one time, and it was memorable not only because I had mentioned when I first met him that I liked wine, but I didn't really know a lot about it and I wanted to learn more. So he invited me there. Now, this was like a first date too. It was horrible. I mean, Napa was great, but the date part was horrible, but it was definitely a memorable experience. I would love to go back and do it again with somebody I actually like.
Got you.
It's always risky when you're doing a first date and it's a travel situation because you don't know each other. And if it's horrible, you're here.
You're there. You can't get out. It's hard. It's hard to get out. Now, from your experience, like dating in different cities, like, is it really different to date in different cities?
I think so.
I do think so. I do think in general, like, dating right now is just kind of trash, and I blame it on men. But dating in different cities it's different. It can
go back. You can't skip that part. You blame it on men. Why?
I just think that men can be very selfish, and it shows in the way that they date. I just think that men could get a little bit more, how you talk about like experiences, like sometimes the amount of thought that is not put into a date is just kind of like, well, okay, why are we here? Or just you don't know what to do. And I think it's okay to have a conversation and say, hey, look, I'm not good at planning dates. What are some things you like to do? Because I also don't think that women should just be like, and you better plan the right date. Speak up. So but dating in different cities is incredible. I used to be a flight attendant, and I would go on a lot of dates in a lot of different cities.
Kiki, would you find it kind of stalkerish if you went out with a guy and he kind of scrubbed your social media and saw the things that you liked and then set up a date that way? Would that be stalkerish to you?
Nope, do it. That's way
I thought you
easy.
were going somewhere else.
I thought you were going somewhere else with it too. But no, that's fine. If you, I don't know how much you'll get from that. You're really gonna have to talk to me because as the show has grown, I've just grown to be a lot more private, even though we're still talking about certain things. But I've realized some people are kind of stalkerish and crazy. And then it's also like I give so much of such an intimate part of my life to the internet. I want to keep some things to myself, and I'm also a person when I'm having a good time, I'm not always on Instagram, even though I should post more content. It's like if I'm actually enjoying my time with the people, I want to put my phone away.
Yeah.
Where
you thought I was going with that question?
I thought it was going to be something that was actually stalkerish.
Yeah.
Okay.
But because people be creeps out here.
Like you just showed up somewhere that you posted on your story and you happen to post it in real time and he's there. That's weird.
I also think it's really important for all the single people out here and married people in relationships, because you're still dating each other. It's really important to make sure that while you're dating, you're enjoying it. Like have a good time, have fun. Like everything doesn't have to be dinner and drinks.
It does not. We can
do an activity.
Sure.
Like people forget that. We can go to a pottery class. We can go to a cocktail making class. Like there are so many things that you could do in Atlanta specifically that nobody ever does. It's like we're out. And I like hookah. I do like hookah. But if I go on one more drinks and dinner and hookah date.
Hey fellas, take it to a goddamn escape room and see how well her problem solving skills
well,
are.
His problem solving skills are not good. Please don't take me. Because that's gonna be the first and last time we see each other.
Tasha and I went on a date to the escape room down the street. I think we was out of clues in the first room.
And then you get upset. You're like, okay, I'm hungry and I want to leave.
Yeah, they don't have snacks there.
A lot of people don't know this, but at the aquarium, I actually want to plan this date for a man. You can take a diving lesson at the aquarium, and once you get your certificate, you can dive in the tank with the whale sharks. That is so dope. Like that type of date would be amazing.
It sounds like Fear Factor. Why am I getting in there with the whale shark?
It's a memory. And then you look at the conversation.
Hopefully if you make it out.
They don't eat people.
She's talking about the damn horses. Like she is bringing up all animals. Yeah.
The whale shark. I'm like, okay, Little Mermaid. Go down there if you want to. But I am with you on the experiences. Let's do something else.
Yeah, it just keeps us interested in each other. I've noticed a lot of times when it's just dinner, you get bored real quick. So you better order your I'm curious.
I've been keeping mine in the purse. I played it on a date the other day.
Oh yeah, you just whipped it out.
And I'm glad, yes, because he was kind of quiet, but I was glad that I whipped it out because it did make us talk more, and he started to open up. I think he was probably just shy.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so sweet. Oh, he was nervous. He was just super nervous. Hey, you got a couple of shows coming up, like you mentioned. You're gonna be up in New York on July the 20th, and you're gonna be in Philly July 28th. Talk about putting the content together, ladies. Like people don't know the behind the scene work that we do for putting events like this together. Like tell me about the prep.
Kiki and I are huge Beyonce fans. We
Okay.
love how Beyonce puts on a show. Beyonce gives you an experience, whether you like her or not. If you've seen Beyonce perform, she's giving her soul to the crowd. Kiki and I like to move our podcast like that. So we meet weekly, we talk weekly. We're constantly texting each other like, hey, what do you think about adding this into the show? What do you think about
switching this up,
adding some sort of performance to this show, because a podcast can get boring. You sitting there watching two people talk. Now you're not gonna be bored at our show because it's very interactive, but we literally have like brain think meetings and text consistently to make sure that we are entertained and the guests are entertained. We want you to get your money's worth of a show.
Yeah. How much advice do you get from your fans about, as far
what? Honestly, they don't really say anything. They're just like, we just can't wait to see y'all. What should we wear?
Yeah, what should we wear?
Because the people step when they come to the shows. They are getting dressed up. They're looking forward to it, ordering outfits.
We bring the bad bitches out now. Listen, they be out. But yeah, we set design. We think it's the aesthetics. We want the aesthetics to match from the second you walk in. A lot of the times people don't know what to expect, and when they get there, it's more than they expected.
Yeah. Now, Kiki, you mentioned that you're rather private because you live such a public life. What are some of those activities that you just enjoy doing by yourself besides cooking?
Well, really, I'm low-key boring. I don't really do a whole lot. I love cooking, like, every aspect of it. I'm going to make some pasta later today, like, from scratch. Like, make the dough and everything.
Oh, wow.
I like to do that. I'm obsessed with true crime.
Okay.
And so I will watch these different documentaries, get these books. I also have a book club. I really enjoy reading. Well, not so much actually reading. I'll be honest, I cheat. I listen to books on Audible because I'm moving around a lot, driving around, doing stuff. So it's just easier to hear the book. But I do like to escape from the real world and just explore those different things and find new ways to express myself creatively.
Yeah, yeah. What about
I'm
you?
not going in the Shark Tank.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not messing with you on that one. Dolphins maybe, but not the sharks.
I don't want them either. They stink.
Y'all, whale sharks do not eat people. They eat krill and little.
Okay.
So what?
You could be the first. We can hit. Breaking
it's
news.
Shark in it. That's just is scaring me.
Breaking news. Medina was killed by a goddamn whale shark. First African American ever to be killed by a whale shark. But nah. But what about you, sis? What about you?
I love traveling, but relaxation. I am a massage girl. I have a membership at a place that sometimes I just let it all stack up, and then I have certain days where I just go and spend the day getting a facial, a massage, a foot rub. I love stuff like that. I love treating myself. So massages. I love horseback riding. When I am on a farm, not working a farm now, but horseback riding is my thing, and I've lately been tapping back into it. I used to ride horses when I was a kid. I rode competitively, and I got out of it once I thought I got cool in high school and kind of stopped doing it. And now I'm starting to get back into riding, and I have just noticed when I am on a horse, I just feel like a kid again. And lately I've been trying to tap back into things that make me feel like a kid again, because so often adults forget to play and forget to laugh and forget to just do the things that you liked to do as a kid, and those things make me happiest.
Yeah.
So
I'm with you. With our schedule, our life schedule, it's the same thing. The getaway is awesome for us. Like, we're always planning our next destination.
Mm-hmm.
You know how people say, they come off a vacation, they say, oh, back to reality. No, this isn't the reality. The reality is when I'm out on vacation.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's my reality, and that's what it is for us. 25 years and counting. Wife and I, and like I said, us being able to get away. Our son grown, out the house, graduated from Auburn, in the Army right now. Yeah, in the Army right now. So he's out doing his thing, and wife and I are living our life. And like we always told him, we're not those type of grandparents. He was not dropping nobody off at my goddamn house, because chances are we won't be there.
Grandparents is different nowadays.
Trust me, yes we are.
Kids, don't bring them kids.
Not us. Me and your grandmama got something to do later on tonight.
I know my mom. I don't have kids,
Take
but my
this
sister
damn
does. And my mom will be like, "Listen, if they're not potty trained, they can't come with me because we are outside. They can come. We'll do the activities." They were at the rodeo the other day and sent me pictures.
Oh, that is so cute.
That's
right now,
awesome.
my nephew is 6, and 6 is such a fabulous age because he is potty trained. He has an opinion. He can make
talk.
decisions. He can buckle his own seat. But I have been hanging out with him, and it is just, that's my little bestie.
Oh, that's so sweet. That is so sweet. Now, ladies, y'all got a couple events coming up. Please tell people how they can see y'all. And also, too, the podcast. Talk about the podcast and when it drops.
Okay, so we drop new episodes of the podcast every Thursday. There's a new episode coming out today. And you can listen to it on any of the podcast apps. Just remember, it's Cocktail, COCKTALES, Dirty Discussions. And then also we're on YouTube, and you can watch us if you prefer a visual. And then for the live shows, we have 2 coming up. One is in New York. It's at Caroline's on Broadway, so you'll have to go to their website to buy the ticket. And it's July 20th. That's a Wednesday night. And then the following week, we will be at Helium Comedy Club in Philadelphia, July 28th. That's a Thursday.
And if all of that still isn't enough, Kiki and I also drop bonus content on Patreon. So you can go to patreon.com/cocktail, COCKTALES, and the bonus content is fire. I did a BDSM session, recorded it, go watch it.
We do a lot of behind the scenes, so you can see what it's like at the show a little bit, or preparing for the show, all of that. We do a lot of different things. The bonus episodes aren't usually going to be like the regular episodes. We try to give you something different.
Absolutely. And if you are interested in purchasing the card game, I'm Curious to Know, which you will be. You want to play this game, go to I'mCuriousToKnow.com, get it today, because they almost sold out.
Madonna, when you said the goddamn, you get to visit the Patreon. That's how is the Patreon something totally different, huh?
It's a little more intimate.
You have to subscribe. There are different tiers and fees, but you get extra content. And
Gotcha.
depending on your tier, you may get free merch.
Hey, shout out to the free merch. Hey, that is awesome, ladies. But we have fortunately come to the part of the show where when you hear this sound right here, this is one of our favorite parts of the show. We play a game called This or That. With This or That, this gives our listeners an opportunity to get to know our guest a little bit better. I just got the envelope from my producer, and let's see who's in the hot seat today.
Really looking.
You thought I had an envelope. Kiki, you are in the hot seat today, my man.
Okay.
My I'm talking about my man. My lady, you're in the hot seat. I didn't even mean to say my lady. I don't know what word I was trying to come up with. Like I mentioned, this is the portion of the show where our listeners get to know you a little bit better, right?
Okay.
So I knew y'all were coming back on the show like 19 months ago.
Oh.
So what I did was I put some questions together to figure out who knows you best, me or your partner over there.
Oh, okay.
So we answered the questions based off of how we think you will answer them.
Okay.
Y'all been knowing each other since goddamn
I hope I'm right.
high school.
Yeah.
So she should know, right?
She should.
There's
I mean, that was only a few short years ago because we're really not that old, but
Yes, a couple years ago. Yes, yeah. I just remember seeing y'all prom pictures the other day. So you grew up in Texas, right?
Uh-huh.
So did y'all have y'all cereal on top of the refrigerator or in the pantry?
Ooh, it was both. We had a lot of cereal.
I still put my cereal on top.
No, you
Really?
don't.
I do.
I don't.
That's so
I don't even
hood.
have any cereal.
But that's how this game works, basically, right? So like I said, we've already answered the questions.
Oh, God.
So, speaking of cereal, you wake up in the morning, there are 2 boxes of cereal on the table. One is Frosted Flakes, the other is Captain Crunch. Which one are you choosing?
Frosted Flakes.
Frosted Flakes, okay, one for you. Let me put my
I
name
got
down.
that right.
I can't just do M's because both our names start with M, so I gotta spell it out. So 1-0. How about this one? Cheetos or cheese puffs?
Cheetos.
Okay, let me see. I know my partner.
Calm down. Still got plenty of questions to go. How about this one? Mexican or Italian? And we're talking about food, not men.
Ooh, that is hard. Italian.
Italian. Damn, we both missed that one.
I knew
should've
you was
picked
gonna say
Italian.
Mexican.
All right, how about this one? Lemon pepper wings or hot wings?
I like them both.
Ah.
Said that. I like to get half and half, and I hate when they won't let me split the flavors.
But you got to pick one.
Oh, hot.
I'm on the board. I'm on the board.
I just knew you would say lemon pepper.
Don't be playing. Don't be doing like in spades where you be giving your partner.
No, I'm not. I'm
okay.
not.
Bet you got them turn around in your seat. All right, how about this one? McDonald's fries or Chick-fil-A
Ew.
fries? Don't say oh.
Chick-fil-A.
Okay, you got that one.
I'm
3-1
not going
is
to
your score.
McDonald's. I'm sorry.
How about the McDonald's fries be popping?
Especially
dog.
when you drunk.
Hey, how about this one? Cruise vacation or destination vacation?
Destination vacation.
Okay.
That one.
So
I don't want to
4-2.
go on no cruise.
We love cruising.
I love a cruise.
A lot of
Oh,
people
man.
love them too. I think I would be scared. I've never been on one.
You never been
No,
on
you
a
gotta
cruise?
go.
No, I'm scared. I don't want to be on that boat just stuck there.
You
And I
forget
can't-
you're on the boat.
Yes, you do.
But what about when I get hungry?
You
What is
just-
the cruise food giving?
They give good food.
So now cruises have restaurants outside
I've
of the
heard.
normal
Yeah.
stuff that you get.
But is it good?
Well, we should do a bonding trip and go on a cruise.
Girl,
Hey,
don't you just want to go to Cabo?
don't do Carnival. I'm not saying Carnival's not the jump, but y'all probably love it. You know, step it up a little bit.
Maybe
All
a
right, so
Virgin cruise.
4-2 is the score. How about this one? Vegas or Miami?
Oh, that's hard. I'm gonna pick Vegas.
Vegas. 4-3 is the score.
I said she was rich. I was like, she rich. But I was like, but it's gambling Miami.
Oh yeah,
All right, how about this one? This is a real hood question for you. Grape Kool-Aid or red Kool-Aid?
red.
Red Kool-Aid.
Who drinks grape Kool-Aid?
4-4. 4-4. See, you got happy
You
too
drink
early.
Grape? You drink grape soda too?
I love a grape soda.
Oh my God, soda's Giselle, my niece, but no.
Grape
I'm
is the
ew.
best Kool-Aid flavor.
It tastes like Dimetapp.
And my
Do you
dad used
remember
to put
Dimetapp?
pineapples in it when we were kids. He
It's
made
not
it
gonna have
fancy.
no pineapples in it. It's plain grape. You still like that flavor? That is concerning.
See, you didn't even know, did you? Didn't even know.
I didn't think people liked it, but I guess people do. That's why they still selling it.
So right now the score is tied 4-4, and guess what? We have come to the bonus question.
Okay.
And today, because we are celebrating the birth of Lena Horne, the bonus question is going to be worth 105 points today.
Okay.
And this
I thought
is
you were about to say dollars.
Me too. I was like, oh, here my cash at.
So here we go. Ladies, you got a couple of shows coming up. New York, July 20th. Philly, July 28th. The shows were sold out as always and popping as always. But after the show, Kiki, you don't feel like driving home. So I hand you the trap phone, and the trap phone ain't got but 3 telephone numbers in it. And you can only call one of these people to come drive you home. Who's driving you home? Is it Aubrey Drake Graham, Chris Brown, aka C Breezy, or Jack Harlow? For 105 points and the win, who you calling to drive you home?
I would call Drake.
I knew it. I
Man,
It's
that was
after
too
the live
quick.
show, she's still gonna be there, and she can finally shoot her shot.
Well, congratulations, Medina. You actually won this or that. Congratulations. As a matter of fact, you know what? Hold on. I just got a note from our producer. Hold on. Well, damn, according to Rule 13-55-30, if you have been a guest on Michael and Joy in the past, you are not eligible to win this or that. So, unfortunately, the win goes to the house. So, thank you for playing. We appreciate it.
Hey,
ladies.
I'm just glad I know her.
You lucked up on that one. Hey, with that being said, ladies, I want to say thank y'all and congratulations for real. Just to see the growth with an F, the DC came out of me right there. To see the growth and the consistency y'all are giving. Y'all doing y'all laid it. The roadmap has been laid out, and y'all are goddamn taking advantage of it and doing y'all thing. One more time, how can people follow you?
You can follow us on Instagram at Cocktails Podcast, at COCKTALES Podcast. And then my Instagram is Kiki Said So. It's KIKISAIDSO.
And my Instagram is Coffee Bean Dean. Everything is spelled like normal. Coffee Bean Dean.
Hey, and with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, hey, we'll see y'all tomorrow. It's 3 in the Possible. Myself, Elam B. King, and Cole Parker will be hanging out on Friday. And remember, you can listen to Power 108.9 24/7. All you got to do is visit the website, power1089.com, or you can just simply say, hey, Alexa, play Power 108.9. With that being said, I'll holler at y'all. See y'all tomorrow. Peace.
Lately, I've been waking up in the middle of the night and my heart